Hey, this is Joe Leigh here, 4 Seconds Out. Delighted to be back in Belfast. Mick Conlan joins me, another headline show. Belfast is where you've had many fights in your career, and this one is just as bigger than the last time we were here, because the repercussions of what could happen with a win. Obviously, we talk about a world title in a moment, but first things first, how are you feeling on fight week, 2 days out?
I'm not going to sit here and say I've had the worst camp in the world and I feel shit. I feel great and I've had a great camp, so I'm looking forward to it. It's just, the small little things now, getting this over the line, getting these done, press conference done now, do a bit of weight making weigh-in tomorrow, and we're ready to rock.
You used to making this way now. Has anything been difficult or more challenging, seeing as that you've been doing this for some time?
Nah, mate, it's easy. I've done this. I've done the weight very, very easy this time. Albeit 2 pounds over championship weight, so it helps. But easy enough, yeah.
Yeah, and as I say, we were here earlier on this year. This fight has bigger stakes. As for the opponent, you feel like this is a stronger opponent that you're coming in with Guerfi?
No, I think Miguel Moraga is a stronger opponent than Guerfi, though Guerfi fights at a different pace and a different. He poses different options.
What are those? Sorry to interrupt. What options do you feel like that are different?
Yeah, I feel Moraga is aggressive, but I kind of put him in his box quite quick. Guerfi has very fast hands, a very good left hook. And he throws a lot, much more than Moraga throws. So I plan to kind of take him out, at some stage in the fight, but nullify everything he does up until that point.
I guess the logical question is, why are you fighting someone that you believe isn't as good as Moraga? Do you feel, is it just a lack of options, or?
It was a few things, lack of options. There was a few opponents we tried to get, and then they ended up facing each other, and then as well, lack of options. But my brother put this one to me, I said no problem. He put a few to me, I said no problem, and this was the one we came back with, so it was no problem. It's for me really, I have to go in and put a performance on, but I have to stay busy as well. I have to keep active. I very easily could have had one fight this year and would be my loss. So it's my third fight in a year which I took my first loss. I'm looking to stay active. I want to stay active. I want to fight again March. Guerfi is in a fight of the year contender, like myself. Was winning and like myself, I got knocked out like myself. So I kind of think the storyline fits well as well. Yeah. So yeah, it works well.
Are you comfortable with the pressure Jamie puts on you? I know he promotes the shows, and that's, I guess, in a sense, that's his job to promote the fight. But him saying, the loser of this, it's a very difficult thing to come back from. And with you just mentioning, you both in fights, the one before last, where you were winning. Do you feel like he's putting a lot of pressure on you?
No. I'd rather honesty than not. It's just he's just being honest, and he's saying how it is. And if I don't know that, I'm in the wrong fucking sport, man. I need to have self-awareness, especially in a game like boxing, because there's left, right and centre trying to hook and crook you. So if you don't have self-awareness and awareness of your surroundings and situations, you could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, of course. Now, not looking too far ahead, but we did mention at the press conference about what goes on after this, and you mentioned New York, maybe back here, but it's a big fight next.
A big fight next. We're hoping for a world title fight. If not a world title fight, it still has to be a big fight here on St. Patrick's Day, or else in New York on St. Patrick's Day. Most likely Belfast. But yeah, it's going to be a big one no matter what.
What makes you think New York is a possibility?
I've boxed in New York most St. Patrick's Days. Obviously, I'm with Top Rank, and it's something that we still want to do. We want to go back to New York. But it's just depending. If I can have a world title fight in my backyard, why wouldn't I take that? You know what I mean? So that's what we're looking at.
Yeah, Josh Warrington's obviously got a fight against Alberto Luther this Saturday as well. Will you be keeping a close eye? Obviously, you're fighting at very similar times.
Yeah, after I'll catch up and I'll be interested in the decision. It's a tough fight. I can't really split them. I would love Josh to win because I like Josh, but at the same time, it benefits me Lopez winning because he's Top Rank and I can fight him next. So I have no dog in the race really. I don't know who wins. One day I'm saying Josh, one day I'm saying Lopez, and it's a tough fight.
Although, as you say, both top rank, politics can get involved. Do you, in a sense, think that it'd be better for Josh to win? I think it would be, because if that fight gets made, it's bigger. Although it may be difficult, it's a bigger fight.
Well, it's again, we talk about politics in that sense. If Josh wins, does he fight me or does he go to fight someone else? Because he's on DAZN, I'm on ESPN. It's a hard one. I like him personally, so I actually do hope he wins. But I don't know what's better for me. I think Lopez is actually better.
What do you think happens in the fight, Mike?
Honestly, I don't know. One day I'm saying Lopez, the next day I'm saying Warrington. I think if Josh boxes like he boxed against Frampton, he wins. And he needs to box like that. He can't stand in front of a guy like Lopez who punches very hard and shoots him from mad angles, but doesn't have the best of footwork and isn't as as quick, so to say.
Yeah. You were obviously on DAZN in March for the Leewood fight. I'm sure you'd go back on the that platform. Do you think Josh wants the fight with you though if you're both successful?
Yeah, but he probably wants a bigger fight. He most likely he won the world champion. I think he would want the likes of a Leo Santa Cruz or an Alvaretti or one of those guys.
Okay, just to finish off, appreciate your time here 2 days out from big fight against Guerfi in Belfast. It's going to be a great crowd. You've said you want the KO.
Yeah, 100%. I'm aiming to get the KO. I'm not going to hunt for it. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. And if it doesn't come, it'll just be a clean, wipeout performance. But I'll aim to get it.
What's the one more thing relationship like with Adam? Obviously it's building and getting stronger, but as an example, Josh Kelly last week was fantastic, coming off the back of the loss that everyone kept talking about. Does that give you confidence knowing that he is a great trainer, and we've known this for time, but Josh was just so good as well, and there's belief more in the camp?
Not necessarily. I've always believed in Adam. I've always believed in Josh as well, and Josh's ability. It was just a matter of him showing up to the event and putting on his skills, and he done that, and it was great to see because it was a fantastic performance, unbelievable performance, but nothing that I haven't seen him do before. I see it every day in the gym, and it was just another kind of showing of that for me. So Josh Kelly is unbelievable, one of the most skilled fighters I've seen, and that's I don't lie when I say that. He is one in the gym. He's one of the best fighters I've seen.
He expects a big 2023. Do you think he'll get a world title shot next year?
It's a hard division to get a world title shot. 154, you've got Tim Tszyu, Charlos. It's stacked. It would be hard to say next year, but definitely very soon.